Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. Two NBA greats, Grant Hill and Steve Smith, our analysts tonight, with our reporter, Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie, take it away.
Well, Brian, the Blazers have had some bold moves to create flexibility and go younger. Anthony Simons said, "We've been very resilient and we're sticking with it. All tied together, feeding off of each other, playing free, playing loose, playing hard. And that's all we need." Guys, back to you.
Well, he's been a big part of it, Allie. Thanks a lot. Let's see the stat sheet here for Paul George.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Tyrese Halliburton. Ja Morant is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Trailblazers, we've got LeBron James. Nicholas Batum out there with Hassan Whiteside. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's George in at the small forward position. Well, we're at the time of the calendar when some teams go through a midseason lull. Grant, what has to be done to avoid that?
Well, first of all, you have to keep your composure. You cannot panic. And of course, this is when a coach earns his keep. Motivation becomes key. Keeping the players focused and making sure nobody starts coasting.
Now here's Halliburton. In the game against Portland, very impressive. Here's Durant. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
If you give KD the mid-range, he'll take it. He's an efficient scorer from pretty much anywhere.
George against Morant. Whiteside with a screen on Antetokounmpo. And there's James from the arc. And Anunoby pulls it down. James against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Durant. And they pick up 2. Durant's got his second bucket on the night.
Boy, look at the concentration from KD. It's elite. What balance on the finish.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
For 3, James. Kevin Durant with a rebound. James against Morant. Down low. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Leans from outside. George with the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Morant. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. And here's Batum. Simons outside. From deep. Pure from three-point range.
Showing the quickness. Nice catch and shoot by Anthony.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on James. Morant against James. The kick to Durant from behind the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go. After 9 seasons together in Portland, the backcourt duo of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum are no longer teammates. C.J. sent to New Orleans. Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
And stolen by Durant. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Anunoby for 3. That shot off. Portland trailing here. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Simons. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Boy, that Lillard-McCollum combination, Smitty. You think it was time to break them up?
You know, I think both were getting a little older. Defensively, their size was a bit of an issue. But I love this scoring duo. They were incredible, B.A. Some great memories in Rip City for Dame and C.J.
And the free throw, no good.
Anthony Simons has proven himself as an effective and efficient scorer, someone this team leans on to fill it up.
Now here's Morant, coming off a 34-point game against Portland. James, outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Good activity from Whiteside. Aggressive move, draws contact, going to the line.
Another miss by Minnesota. Now Portland with it. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Batum, pass to George. Back to Batum. Launches a 3. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
An MVP caliber talent, the rise of Giannis from scrawny teenager to bulked up superstar has been great to watch.
Now here's Simons. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. Whiteside with a screen on Halliburton. Simons finds Whiteside. Back to Simons. Jacks up a 3. Portland again missing.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Anunoby passes to Antetokounmpo. James against Morant. Here's Anunoby. Simons with a rebound. Portland has gone 1 for 5 from 3-point range. A cold start. James outside. Back to Simons. There's a screen by Whiteside. Count that bucket. Simons has got 7 points.
A pro at working the pick and roll. Simons just taking what the defense gives him.
Morant against James. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Durant for 3. The rebound by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now. Now Batum. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's James. 5 on the clock. It's George on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists tonight.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Durant. From outside the arc. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Trailblazers. And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. Minnesota, second.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Here are the Blazers with the ball. They're on a 14-3 run. For 3, James. Minnesota with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Antetokounmpo. From 13, Simons with a rebound.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
To the inside. Oh, stolen by Morant. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Halliburton. Outside for Morant. Shoots. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Some players just need an opportunity to succeed. Take Anthony Simons. With increased playing time during the 2021-22 season, we saw him take off.
Now, here is James. 32 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And his assist numbers were remarkable as well. His play is crucial to this team's success.
Nice recognition from Paul George there. Understanding the shot clock situation and cashing in.
And Minnesota calls time here. A line change here for Portland. And the Timberwolves also making a change. DiVincenzo's checked in. Outside Morant. Antetokounmpo against Dedmon. And here's Morant outside. He can't hit that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Well, for Simons during the 21-22 season, Smitty, injuries open the door.
And BA, not just any injuries. Portland was without Dame Lillard and C.J. McCollum most of that season. And Simons filled the void. His scoring went up about 10 points per game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on McConnell. And the three-pointer goes.
I love the competitive fire Ja Morant plays with, coming right back with his own three.
Now here's McConnell. Dedmon, a screen on Morant, to the paint. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Aggressive move by Dedmon. Challenge mentality draws contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Minnesota. Ibaka, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Najee comes in for Durant. And it's Avdia in for Halliburton. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Tries a 10-footer. Morant, no good.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Chalk up two there.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Morant against McConnell. Pass to Ibaka. The fadeaway. Good, and the setup by Morant.
And from that mid-range area, Serge gotten pretty reliable.
DiVincenzo against Powell. Outside Burks. Now here's Powell. The three. And again, it's Portland with a three.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Minnesota shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Ibaka with a screen on McConnell. Morant, the pass to Ibaka. Off the mark there with a three.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
McConnell finds Powell. Here's Burks. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Clock at 6. Dedmon, the pass to Powell. And again, it's Portland with a three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Morant against McConnell. And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Powell, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Powell, a screen on DiVincenzo, inside. Powell's shot is off. Minute 32 left in the first. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
DiVincenzo, no good on the free throw. And it's 6'9", Denny Avdia with great size for a wing grab.
Yeah, B.A. And you combine that with his motor, too. I mean, he's already an excellent defender with the versatility to cover inside and out.
Now here's Burks. Dedmon a screen. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Najee.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Ibaka with a screen on McConnell. The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Powell passes to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Ibaka. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
To the middle. Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 9.
Defensively, you want to stop Morant's penetration. He knows that, and he settles for the mid-range pop.
Powell against DiVincenzo. Powell outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
I love how Powell moves on the floor, glides off the pick to an open look at the basket.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And the three ball has been huge in building this lead. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Boy, the Trailblazers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Portland has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Anthony Simons out there with LeBron James. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Batum in at the power forward. That's the group for Portland starting the second. And Anunoby for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
James with the ball. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Beautiful defense from KD, a capable shot blocker, both on ball and in help situations.
Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Simons. Back to George. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Halliburton outside. And here is Antetokounmpo. And Anunoby for 3. Knocks down the long J. And Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
OG Anunoby has been working on his range, looking confident from that space.
Batum with a screen on Anunoby. George for three, and that's his fourth bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got his third assist of the night. Antetokounmpo against James. Batum outside. And here's Simons. Offline with a three. Antetokounmpo against Batum. Anunoby for three. And it's Portland with a rebound. Dedmon's got his fifth rebound in this one. James goes in. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take two from the free throw line. And that's going to be a foul on Minnesota.
Excellent at drawing contact. When LeBron is looking to score, he makes the D overcommit. No one can make headlines like LeBron. There was a ton of buzz when he talked about teaming up with his son in the NBA someday.
You know, whether it happens or not, I think everyone would like to see LeBron and his son play together, Smitty.
BA, I think it would be one of the coolest things to take place in the league. We've seen it in other sports, but for it to happen in the NBA, it would be awesome.
Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Gotta appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis, rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for Dedmon. And some of the best high flyers in the NBA. Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
You take a look at Simons, and I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
Now, here is James. Scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. George outside. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 5 assists in the game. George against Halliburton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. Batum pulls it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
George with it. Durant covering. Nice shot by George. Minnesota has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Anunoby. They need this. It's rebounded by George. Portland has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. And here's Simons. He's got 10. It's George on the wing. 6 to shoot. And it's Portland scoring again.
A steady start has turned into a spectacular second quarter for him.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves. Ja Morant, he's checked in for DiVincenzo. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Minnesota, things stacking up nicely for them so far. Number 1 in their conference and looking formidable. And, of course, Portland, 7 games behind.
Checking out the Trailblazers, give them credit. I mean, they've been playing very well this season, but they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal right now. They know they have a bullseye on their backs.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor. Here's
Anunoby after the basket by Portland. Durant for 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Now, here is James. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. And here's Simons outside. The shot won't fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Halliburton, the pass to Morant. To end the drought. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Morant. Durant's got 7 points.
Accurate from deep. Durant's a gifted shooter. One of the best we've ever seen.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo has won MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, and a championship. But he says, quote, I am not satisfied. As the leader of this team, that's the tone I set. I don't care about trophies. I care about getting better, and that's what I've done my entire career. Brian, he stays focused.
Nose to the grindstone, Allen. Thanks for that. Now, here is James. All right, Smitty, let's talk defense. Yes, that side of the ball. What makes a great defensive player in today's game?
I think the number one thing for me is grit. Also, D is about heart and desire. The best defenders never take a play off. They play hard all the time. They also study film, and a lot of playing defense is mental.
Here's James. He's got 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Ja Morant picks one up.
And you look at the career that LeBron has put together. One of the all-time greats. Amazingly lived up to the hype he had coming out of high school.
So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Powell, he's checked in for Batum. Burks comes in for Paul George. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Simons. And it's McConnell in for Whiteside. Now here's Durant. 23 points for him last game against Portland.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
The Trailblazers have gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. And the immense pressure LeBron has had since day one of the NBA. Many others would have folded, Grant.
They're very true, B.A. The expectations he had were just insane. Anything less than a top 5 player all time would be...
Hammer it home!
Woo-hoo, that hurt. Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
James with the ball. Durant covering. And slam dunk by James.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Pass to McConnell. 4-3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. And Anunoby for 3. Powell pulls it in.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. And seems really frustrated.
Now McConnell looking for his first basket still in this one. James can't get it to go. The Timberwolves shooting just 38% in this quarter. Durant, the pass to Halliburton. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. No good there, and it's Portland the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Burks passes to Powell. Powell sets a screen. Here's McConnell. Outside Burks. Takes a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Halliburton with the ball. Picked up by Powell. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Pass to James. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Morant against McConnell. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Burks for three. Fires in the triple. Burks has got 6 points.
Burks is really good at picking his spots from outside when he's on the floor, a highly efficient shooter.
For three, Durant. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Now he's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the second quarter after coming up dry early.
Pass to Dedmon.
Get there.
Powell with it. Over Antetokounmpo. Powell's shot is off.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Left side, Durant. Cans it from the wing. Durant's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Antetokounmpo against Dedmon. Pass to Powell. There's the three. And again, it's Portland with a three.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
Outside Durant. The three is up. And another three for Minnesota.
And what do you expect? Durant's not going to let you disrespect him on the other end without an answer.
McConnell outside. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. That one drops for him. He's got 9.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Morant. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And I don't know why they deviated from looking to score inside. They were hurting them in the first period from that area.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Up top, Powell, defended by Halliburton. And it's Norman Powell with the three. Powell's got 6 in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Portland, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Back after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Portland Trail Blazers.
They're scoring the ball with ease. The defense has done nothing to...
And now let's talk about that first half. A look at the top performers from both teams so far.
Well, you look at these two carrying the scoring load, both playing some fantastic basketball in the first half.
We'll see if the imminent halftime coaching adjustments can slow down either guy. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So for Minnesota right now, they've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, OG Anunoby out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Durant in at the 4. 4 on the clock. Fires for 3. George, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Off target from 3-point range.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Whiteside against Morant. Whiteside, the pass to James. Off target with the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Anunoby. And here's Durant, guarded by Batum. Anunoby, a screen on Batum. Durant for 3. Anunoby for 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Anunoby's got 9 points.
When it comes to surveying the floor, Durant's height is a major asset.
James outside. Back to George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Few things get better as they age, especially in sports. Paul George is right up there with this all-around game.
And again, Smitty, Paul George continues to impress.
BA, what impresses me the most is that he's still competing at the highest level, looking almost as good as he was when he was an all-star with the Pacers.
Durant, no good. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Pass to Simons. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. It's George on the wing. Here's the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Morant, no good.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Pass to Whiteside. Anunoby against George. James outside. Sends it home from 3-point land. He's got 13.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Morant finds Antetokounmpo inside. James with the block.
Great positioning by LeBron and timing on that block shot.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
That one is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Durant, the pass to Morant. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Durant for 3. They get the rebound. Another shot. And it's finished off by Antetokounmpo as he lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
The reach of Giannis really helps out here, allowing him to beat out the defense and win a second chance shot.
George for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Durant's got rebound number 11. Pass to Morant. Here's Antetokounmpo, defended by Whiteside. Lets the 3 fly. That's good from Durant on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists tonight. James outside. Batum sets a screen. The 3 ball. And they recover it. And here's Simons outside. The Trailblazers rebound. Whiteside. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Good effort and energy by Whiteside. That time taking advantage of his size and strength.
Halliburton outside. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
And the second free throw is good. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Here's James. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The defense is all over LeBron, so he gets physical to ensure he's fouled while shooting.
Both free throws good from James. Here's Morant. 16 points for him. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
Well, the Trailblazers' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. James passes to George. On the wing, Simons fires from deep. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Morant with it, picked up by James.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Halliburton against Simons. It's George on the wing. From downtown, the rebound by the Timberwolves. Durant's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Batum. And that one's good by Durant.
When Kevin Durant is shooting this efficiently, it's lights out. Defense better make a change.
George against Anunoby. George's shot is off.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Portland leading. Simons passes to George. James outside. It's George with the drive. And George with the jam.
So slippery when he's driving the ball. Paul George makes it look easy.
Morant, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Morant. Antetokounmpo, a screen on James. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Timeout called. Portland, a unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Some changes for Minnesota. Ibaka, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Najee comes in for Durant. And it's Avdia in for Halliburton. Powell outside. Back to McConnell. Shoots from the baseline. And Anunoby pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. McConnell against Morant. Got a piece of it. McConnell outside. To the inside. That one's good from Powell. On the assist from McConnell. Powell's got 13.
That's Powell. He will challenge you, and he will not back down.
The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Ibaka's shot is off.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Tries the spin move. Powell passes to McConnell. Shot clock at 5. Back to Powell. Fires the 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Screen by Ibaka. From deep, Morant. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his 2nd.
Dedmon, a screen on Morant. Powell outside. Pass to Dedmon. And here is Burks. Powell sets a screen. The shot no good. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Anunoby. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. 11 points in the game.
Much improved footwork, and he's already strong. Anunoby getting it done inside.
Timeout called, Portland. For the Trailblazers, Batum is checked in for Powell. George comes in for Burks. And Simon has subbed in for McConnell. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for the Timberwolves. Tyrese Halliburton comes in for Najee. Now here's Simons. 10 points for him. It's Powell, high post. He takes it in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Nice move by Norman Powell on the drive, drawing a foul and putting up the shot.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead. At just about 85% from the line tonight, they've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Simons. Here's Morant. A clear look for Antetokounmpo. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
And you've got to like Antetokounmpo's quick strike ability. There was no indecision, just a full commitment and a bucket.
And here's Simons outside. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
No coverage that time. Abdia's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Simons passes to Dedmon. For 3, George. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Continuing from where he left off. First 3-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
Outside Morant. Halliburton outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Powell against Halliburton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
A part of this team's toughness comes from Norman Powell, unafraid to stick his nose in there.
That one falls for Powell.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Here's Morant. Give him 23. Pass to Anunoby. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And we have seen OG become a volume three-point shooter because he has a nice touch from that spot.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. George with it. 23 points in the game. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. George has got 9 points now in the second half. Morant, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that one misses. It's Powell on the wing. Launches it. Tries again. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's Portland, closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Timberwolves shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. They've got Norman Powell, Paul George out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's James in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. James has gone 4 of 12 from the floor to the paint. Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
James passes to Powell. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Portland Trailblazers. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the San Antonio Spurs. And then Friday, they'll be facing Al Horford and the Dallas Mavericks.
They're headed into the Texas Triangle, and you know that's never a good trip. Even if you've been having a fantastic season, this trio of games can wreak havoc on even the best squads.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Morant. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Batum against Durant. And Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the third highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And he can't get the first one.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving the trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
And the Blazers making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. James passes to George. There's a screen by Whiteside. Down low. Oh, stolen by Morant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Paul George.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
He does not get the second one.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Up top, Powell, guarded by Durant. Powell, it's good. Powell's got 11 points here in the second half.
I love seeing Norman Powell take the mid-range shot, making use of this area.
Durant for three. Kept alive by Minnesota. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
James outside. Here's George. And the layup falls. George has got 28.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Here in the second half, they've really gone cold from the line, and it's hurting their chances. Good physicality from him in the second half, earning more trips to the line.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Anunoby's checked in.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
I mean, one of the greatest players of all time. LeBron just continuing to add to his legacy.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
It's important to stretch this lead out as much as possible right now, and that's exactly what he did there.
Moran against George. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Gets the 3 ball to go. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Durant. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Batum. Durant's shot is off.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
James against Moran. Antetokounmpo outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Portland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. George passes to Whiteside. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Pass to Powell. Whiteside with a screen on Halliburton. Powell finds Whiteside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
Whiteside has to keep working on his free throw shooting. Teams have no problem putting him at the line.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, B.A., you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come.
Batum, the pass to George. James, outside. George against Moran. With the fadeaway. George, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can they get it? Anunoby can't get it to go. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Powell passes to George. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Minnesota shooting 27% here in the fourth. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Back to Antetokounmpo.
Halliburton against Whiteside, and the basket by Halliburton.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
James outside. Here's George. It's blocked.
Showing signs of being a high-level defender. Anunoby can guard multiple positions and challenge shots. Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And here's James for three. Powell. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Powell. Shoots from 14. Anunoby can't get it to go. Portland has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Batum outside. Pass to George. George draws the double. Back to Batum. Halliburton against James. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Powell, it's good.
Off the catch. Norman Powell is quick to move the ball into his shot pocket.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He did everything he could to fire the team up, saying, quote, "I don't care how far down we are. We can do this. Attack and take what's ours. Let's go out there and show them it's not over."
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Morant, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
It is just a superstar doing superstar things. Antetokounmpo is lighting it up and showing the variety to his game.
Here's George. Soft touch off the glass. George has got 16 points here in the second half.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And he gets it to go. Durant's got 30 points.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
James finds George. Over Anunoby. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Moran against James. From the baseline. And it's Portland with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. George outside. Pass to James. Whiteside with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Heads-up defense by Giannis. His ability to anticipate the shot pays off with the block. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Now James, pass to George. Inside, here's Whiteside. It doesn't go for him, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Morant with it, now Whiteside defending. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Durant. Good, and Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 6 assists in the game. Now, here is James. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Timberwolves on D. It's a 10-point game. It's George on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. This one for three. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 16th rebound on the night. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Timeout called, Portland. And here are the Trailblazers now. They're leading by 8. Pass to George. Shoots over Anunoby. George, good.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Durant inside. Atum's on him. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Anunoby against George. To the inside. Puts up the 8-footer. And Whiteside with the bucket on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Durant. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Durant's got 9 points in the quarter.
How do you stop that? You have to play KD for the drive, but then he just rises up like that, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Here's James. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Durant, no good.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
James passes to George. There's 45 seconds left in the final quarter. Shot clock at 6. Shot is up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Durant. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. .26 seconds left in the game. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
On target from range.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
So it's Portland picking up the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So, taking the challenge.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.